if your focus is to age gracefully, gratefully, and healthily, this is for you. Our next guest has a passion for all things skincare, makeup, health, and wellness. With 63 years of experience under her belt, she shares that knowledge with nearly 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Here today to show us how to live in our best face after 60. Welcome back, Tamara Staska.
Yes.
Thank you for having me again. It's really fun to be back.
Welcome back.
Of course. We love to have you, and so do our viewers. So let's get to it, Tamara, because cosmetic stores make it way too easy to splurge. So what products would you say to try to avoid?
You know, for my viewers and myself included, one of our biggest purchase regrets has been an all-in-one face palette. It is so tempting. A face palette to include a blush, a bronzer, a highlighter, even eyeshadow. But it is usually too good to be true, and very often at least half of the shades don't work, and it winds up sitting in a drawer unused. Aside from that, it's really about knowing your preferences and take a good look at what you already have and what you use. And try not to get stuck in a rut and repurchase the same lipstick shade that you already have at home 5 times over, like so many of us tend to do, myself included.
Yeah, that's me. I need to get out of this rut. Our makeup artist Ray always wants to experiment on me, and I'm like, oh, just, you know. Anyways, speaking of shades, how can we find foundation in the right shade before buying the bottle? Sometimes it's too orange on me.
Foundations can be really, really tricky, and the wrong shade is a terrible look no matter what your age. The sales associate can definitely help you narrow down your search, but very often finding a shade under the fluorescent lights in a retail store just doesn't work. So I recommend getting a few different shade samples, take them home, try them on in various different lighting situations before making an expensive mistake. Once you do find a really good foundation match, bring the bottle with you when you go foundation shopping for easy, reference.
Great tips, but here's the question. Does buying the right makeup even matter if you're not applying it properly?
I hesitate to talk about rules and mistakes because makeup should be fun, it should be creative, and I really encourage people to do what makes them feel good. Having said that, we just talked about foundation, and while foundation can do a really nice job evening out our complexion, it can also make our face appear flat and lack dimension. So I'm going to show you just a couple of easy ways to use color to add dimension and life back into your face. I like to use a little bit of bronzer where the sun naturally hits the face. This is a clean, well, relatively clean brush anyway, with no product on it. But I like to put a little bit of bronzer on the forehead, on the cheek, sort of the classic 3 shape or backward E works well for most people. And if you're going for a sun-kissed look, just dust a little bit across the bridge of your nose. Now, as we grow older, we lose volume, and gravity can make our facial features drop a little bit. So I like to use highlighter to give a lift to the face and add a little volume, because remember, light and glow brings things forward. So a little bit of highlighter high up on the cheekbone and on the apple of the cheek can give a lift and give the illusion of replacing some of that volume. And of course, a glowy blush always adds just a really pretty, healthy flush to the face. But again, if we apply blush too low, that can drag our face down. So I like to apply blush a little bit higher up on the cheekbone. And remember, less is more, and always blend, blend, blend.
Al's telling me that all the time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really glad I got a chance to get to my question, because makeup is the world in which I've learned to communicate with my daughter. So this is like a big deal. I'm always wondering if I'm putting too much makeup on not only myself, but definitely her. Like, I like to try and do her makeup. It doesn't always work.
You've been doing your daughter's makeup?
I do.
Oh, no.
I do Bradford.
Dre's rolling over.
I sent you videos of me doing Ford's hair. I like to touch my children.
Oh, yeah, you're great at doing Ford's hair.
We have 30 seconds left. I'm sorry. I'm not sending her out.
A magnifying mirror. Now, your daughter probably doesn't need a magnifying mirror, but especially as we grow older, our eyesight becomes a little bit more challenging. A magnifying mirror can be your BFF or your worst enemy. You know, we don't want to obsess, but taking a really close look to make sure you're getting your blend right. And always look at your makeup in different light, natural light, because how we look in front of our vanity is not how most people see us. And one of my favorite tests is the car test because it's great natural lighting. And how often have you gotten in your car, looked in your rearview mirror and thought, uh-oh? So I always do the car test.
All right.
That's a good one. I know that's the best lighting in there. Thank you so much for joining us, Tamara. To our viewers, check out Tamara's YouTube channel, Tamara's Timeless Beauty, for weekly videos of natural, youthful makeup faves, fails, reviews, and tutorials posted Sunday mornings. Thanks again. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.